I played Genshin Impact for years, and won't forget the good times I had. However, it costed me an arm and a leg for a character. I must have spent so much pulling for characters which I was alright with at first, but then I got married to a wonderful Filipina who gave me a beautiful daughter. Therefore, I cannot spend too much at all with this terrible, deceptive, expensive, wallet-draining gacha game. Building characters was awfully degrading and insane with the 3 letters of hell itself, RNG, on the artifacts. But in a long time, finally, building characters has become more tolerable with the sweet crit rates more artifact sets give you, including the Obsidian Codex, Marachasi Hunter, Blizzard for when you freeze or apply cryo, and the newest Sky's Unveiling for the new Nodcry characters. There's also great weapons that give high crit rate like Sino's Spear. Even some characters have crit rate in their kits like Ganyu, Chlorinde, and even Tainari's C1. The custom artifacts feature is also good with the elixirs, so you can make one with double crit substats and guarantees them to roll at least once. The substats can even be rerolled with dust enlightenment feathers. Though, it takes over 10 of them for higher guaranteed chances of the 2 selected substats you want to purely reroll twice. Building characters is nice in this game, but when it comes to pulling characters, it's not free-to-play friendly. They can cost an arm and a leg. In fact, there are even groups fighting against Genshin for being such a deceptively designed gacha game that encourages gambling. Next game I'll quit playing is Wuthering Waves. I have to admit, I've enjoyed this game and the rewards are great compared to stingy Genshin, which gives you a good amount of pulls. Though, when it comes to building characters, it's terrible. It can take an arm and a leg to get just one echo that has double crids and attack. It's also very difficult to have enough crit rate for a character because the amount the game gives you is low, too low. The echoes also require tuners to have substats, which can always run out, no thanks to the unforgiving RNG. It is utterly annoying. There are modifiers to change the main stats at least, but that's definitely not enough for echo hunting to be more tolerable. Summary: Genshin can cost you your wallet and is mainly meant for whales, while Wuthering Waves can cost you your sanity with the unforgiving RNG and lack of crit rate you can get. Which would you choose to play? A game that costs your money, or a game that costs your sanity? How about a game that costs neither? Duet Night Abyss. There's no gacha, no RNG, and all characters and weapons are free. Hello, Baronica. You have to still work hard for them, of course, but hey, any way to have them for free. You can also have this amazing AFK DPS for free and right away. Definitely spoil this one rotten for her to spoil you back with her nice high damage. You can fight long range with guns and melee with swords, hammers, fists, etc. Building characters is already tolerable with the substats not random, and with a nice sword you can already get with 50% crit chance and 205% crit damage. Each character has his or her own E-skill and ult, of course. Rebecca's E-skill is one of the best with her jellyfish. Jellyfish jamming with Becky, baby! I also like it when your choices actually matter. They make a difference to the story and to your character's stats. I'm trying to make him balanced, which can be difficult to do. There's already many places to explore, dailies, getting demon wedges, which are artifacts and echoes to DNA, and endgame content. The gameplay does take some getting used to, but with enough practice, you get used to it. Thirsty, Filthoids? Have some water to drink. It is thanks to Duet Night Abyss, I can finally say goodbye to Hoyo and Kuro because I've had enough of both. I gave them my suggestions to make their games more tolerable, but do they listen? No, of course not. Therefore, I quit. Keep my last pay and shove it up both your behinds. I've had it with Kuro's awful RNG and Genshin's money-burning deceptions. I will no longer be a building brick of your towers of business. I'm leaving a hole for it to have higher chances of collapsing for both your sakes. Time I play just one game that practically costs nothing and to have more time with my wife and daughter. Yes, all of you may know DNA is not without its flaws from it not working too well with some performance issues, but having no gacha, no RNG, and free characters and weapons you just can't beat. I wonder how Kuro and Hoyo would compete with such generosity. Sure, there are issues, but give the DNA guys time. It's their first rodeo. I have faith they'll figure the issues out. From their generous offers already, the DNA guys seem to already put players first, unlike most. After all, it is we, the players, who give them power. It is we who keep their business towers stable. It is we who are the pillars of their stability. Kuro and Hoyo, I feel, doesn't deserve those pillars of stability. Instead, I'll bring mine to help the DNA guys. So long, Genshin. Goodbye, Wuthering Waves. DNA guys, you have my full support because I believe you guys can be the answer to all players. I'm willing to give the new a chance. How about you? Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you like, subscribe to my channel, Phielly.